Well, Scott, we've spoken to Gary about how much he enjoyed doing that presentation this evening. How important was it from your point of view as Academy Director?
Yeah, I mean, funny enough, we had spoken about doing this 8 months ago, but obviously COVID hit and we had to delay it for obvious reasons. But the manager has been the one sort of saying to me, you know, when are we going to get this going? Because we both felt it was really important that the Academy staff have an idea of what the manager's looking for. So I found it really interesting what he had to say.
It's obviously unfortunate at Millwall that the Academy is based with a different location to the first team, so we have to work that a bit harder to find that synergy. But obviously that's your job to do that, and nights like tonight goes a long way to achieving that.
Yeah, that's something we've spoken about at the Academy over a number of years, is rather than waiting for first team staff to come to us with ideas, it's up to us to come to them. Their jobs are all encompassing. Manager's a very busy man, and you know all his staff are, so we've said that we've tasked ourselves with trying to make that link better.
What sort of things do you think that some of your staff will take from what Gary presented to them this evening?
I think loads of things. I think we had coaches there who coach our under-8s right the way up to our 23s. Gary's ideas very similar to ours. So it wasn't like we hadn't seen anything like that before. So I think that one of the key things that came out really is the type of player that the club are looking for. So I don't think that will change in terms of characteristics.
I know we've spoken several times before about how difficult it is to kind of introduce a very consistent way of playing throughout an entire club from first team level down, but how important is it just to have a framework with which coaches can work with and obviously players can adapt to?
Yeah, we speak about this a lot at the Academy. There's a handful of clubs in the country who most probably play from under 9s right the way through to the first team, and they're most probably the bigger clubs. So what we've spoken about over the years, it would always be more about, not about formations, but more about principles. So I think pressing the ball high, trying to win it back early, being on the front foot, that type of stuff, rather than actually 4-4-2 or 3-4-3. It's the key principles from the actual club.
You know better than anyone, you're a realist, you understand that academies are judged on the amount of players getting into the first team setup. How encouraged have you been with the progress in sort of recent times of Billy Mitchell and Hayden especially, and how much of a light does that shine on other players and their opportunity to follow their path?
Yeah, we feel we've got some good players in the academy, and I feel it's always up to them to get the opportunity. They've got to force the manager's hand. And we feel, again, if we've got a few of the guys in and around it, and they need to be the best player in training every day. They need to be pushing the manager and all the first team staff to play them. And if they are the best, the manager will play them. He's already shown that by giving a few of the guys their debuts. But we're greedy and we want more in, and on a consecutive basis.
There's probably a sort of brighter light on the academy than any other time during your time in charge because of the success last year. So how much do you use that to your advantage, not just this season obviously, but beyond that?
Yeah, again, for us, winning the 23s and the 18s league, it's an amazing success, and it's built over several seasons, not just last season. And we felt two really good sides, but for us, it's not about winning the leagues; it's about developing the individuals. But we've been able to use that as a recruitment tool as well. So lots of players in South London would like to come to a successful academy, and then we've attracted a few we feel decent players for seasons to come.